blend of luxury, the modern setting, as well as the luxurious grandeur. The perfect place for a luxury saloon car, something which sets the benchmark high, standards right up the top of luxury limousine commuting. Well, this seems like the perfect place to introduce the latest generation Mercedes Benz S-Class, packed with technology, luxury and sophistication. The door handles pop out to let you in. Soft closed doors ensure that you are cocooned and softly closed into what is one of the most beautiful, epic and plush cabin spaces anywhere. Now the old saying goes, if you want to see what's coming in cars in time to come, there's only one place to look. That's on the latest generation Mercedes S-Class. Well, this latest 223 version, the W223, does not disappoint. Up front to me, to start things off, we got a digital instrumentation cluster. Now you're probably saying that's fine, but well, we've seen that before. This one's 3D, however. The mapping there looks like you're seeing straight through it and into a 3D field. It's very, very interesting. Then it was the first vehicle in the Mercedes-Benz lineup to introduce this tablet-style, portrait-style multimedia display at the center. That's everything you can control here through the touchscreen system, such as comfort settings, massaging seats, for instance, ambient lighting. Have a look at the array of mood lighting going on here. The party piece, the features that cocoon and soften the glow in the cabin. Then when you move through that, you get not only all your multimedia choices, you can of course speak to the vehicle. So let's try, "Hey Mercedes."
How may I help you?
Open the sunshade.
I'm opening the roller sunblind on the sliding sunroof.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You've got the full voice navigation system here, controlling absolutely everything in the vehicle. You can sit back here soaking in the Burmester sound and simply loving the experience. But it's not all about me, the driver, or the passenger. This being an S-Class limousine type vehicle, a lot of the joy, the magic, the chauffeur experience starts when we're seated back there. Being seated here in the back of the S-Class, well, you get the full chauffeur-driven experience. Firstly, we got cup holders here. They're heated and cooled, of course. We got climate-controlled air conditioning settings. I got my own tablet-style display here, which can, of course, as well, be taken out to control everything at the back of the vehicle. Then I've got this comfortable armrest. I've got pillows here to soak back in. I've got these tablet-style displays here, which are exactly mirrored to that of the front of the vehicle. My own panoramic roof here. And if I press this little button over here, well, then the passenger seat in front of me, that folds away. A little footrest kicks down. And now I'm sitting back in a true executive jet type experience. What I can also do, of course, is, well, lift the center display up. Then we get these very much business jet style tables here. Perfect to catch up on some emails or business on the go. Also perfect to have a snack on the go, or anything else you should wish for. We got a cigarette lighter here. If we fold this down, I've also got a lovely little champagne cooler in here with some champagne flutes, which are ready for the perfect executive experience. This really is the ultimate place to be seated. I can now certainly go ahead and have a nice relaxing rest being seated here. It's got an energizing coach that measures your heart rate. And that's interesting because we're in a Mercedes Benz S-Class. Now, I'm out here in some of the roughest, toughest, and, well, rutted roads that I know here in the Western Cape, the old Cape farm roads. And you may think that's an interesting choice to take a luxury limousine into a typically agricultural zone. And the reason I've done it is this road is extremely rutted and potholed, and there's quite a lot of wind today. It's actually quite rough out there. But when you're driving along in something like the S-Class, it is the most cozy, cosseted, and sublime luxury experience that one can imagine. The suspension irons over the bumps, and sitting in here now, I can see why they have that heart rate monitor available, because your heart certainly beats at fewer beats per minute when driving along in an S-Class. When you ride S-Class, you really are at the top of your game. You're at the pinnacle of the luxury segment. It is the trailblazing masterpiece that has always given us a glimpse into what other cars are going to be doing in years to come. And when you ride along in this one, there's a lot going on in the way of technology and sophistication. I'm looking through what is a 3D instrumentation cluster. It gives a very three-dimensional image. Looks almost like you can see straight through the dash. Then I'm seated here enjoying all the power from what is the S500, a 3-litre turbo petrol V6, 320 kilowatts of power, 520 newton meters of torque, and all power mated through a 9-speed automated transmission. It is buttery, silky smoothness. It's exactly what you'd expect from the S-Class. Thanks to rear-wheel steering as well, even on tight spaces or rutted roads like these, you can simply steer with one finger. It is exceptionally comfortable, this. Now, the range starts off with the S350D, and I'm told by those who have driven that car, it's just as comfortable, and you'll get some over 1,000 kilometers in the S-Class. That is incredible. Of course, if you want the hotter one, there's also an AMG, which will join here in South Africa in the lineup, and you can get the Maybach standard S680, for instance. But really what they've done to this car, the Maybach style arrangement in the rear with the seats that fold flat, those private jet style picnic tables, and the sublime comfort, luxury, and in fact efficiency of this ride. I'm averaging about 9.5 liters per 100, and to me that's exceptional for an S500, particularly when you factor in the weight of this car and some of the luxury and tech going on here. It really is an exceptional experience.